going on, you guys? This is Madam, and I'm coming back to you once again. And this is about OJ's executor says he wants the Goldmans to get zero, nothing from estate. I will list the article writer and all of the details in the description, as I always do. But the article starts off by saying O.J. Simpson's longtime lawyer and executor of his estate said Friday that he will fight to prevent the payout of a $33.5 million judgment awarded to the families of his ex Nicole Brown Simpson and her friend Ron Goldman. Attorney Malcolm Lavergne, who had represented Simpson since 2009, told the Review Journal in a phone interview that he specifically did not want the Goldman family seeking any money from the Simpsons estate. It's my hope that the Goldmans get zero, nothing, Lavergne said. Then specifically, and I will do everything in my capability as executor or personal representative to try to ensure that they get nothing. Wow, yo. That's crazy. Court documents filed Friday revealed Simpson's final will, which named Lavergne the executor in charge of overseeing the estate. After after rising to fame as a football star, Simpson was then known as the man accused of brutally killing Nicole Brown Simpson and Ron Goldman in June of 1994. He was acquitted of the murders in a months-long, highly publicized Los Angeles trial, which he was like, it was very tumultuous for anyone that actually, took the time to actually even look at it for any span of time, you know. For some people, you could say that emotionally it made them feel drained. But continuing with the article, it says Lavergne said Simpson had been diagnosed with prostate cancer several years ago, and that it had gone into remission before recently returning. Simpson died in hospice care at his home in Rhodes Ranch in the southwest Las Vegas Valley, Lavergne said. The will placed all of Simpson's property in a trust that was created in January. Court filings show, Lavergne said, that the entirety of Simpson's estate has not been tilled. I can't make a prediction right now as to what the value of the estate is, Lavergne said. Lavergne said he was taken by surprise to be named as estate's executor. I am flummoxed as to why he would name me as a personal representative or the executor, but he did, he said, and it's something I'm going to take very seriously. Among Lavergne's responsibilities as personal representative is to pay for the cost of suitable monument at Simpson's grave, according to the will. It also said Simpson's desire that this will be administered as set forth herein without litigation or dispute of any kind, and that any beneficiary, heir, or any other person seeks to establish a claim on the will or attack, oppose, or seek to set aside the administration of this will have this will declared null, void, or diminished, or to defeat any change any part of the provisions of this will. They shall receive free of trust $1 and no more in lieu of any claim, interest in this will or its assets. In 1997, Simpson was found liable in a civil wrongful death lawsuit and was ordered to pay millions in damages to the families of Goldman and Nicole Brown Simpson. LaVerge said that although the families have pushed for payments, there was never a court order forcing Simpson to pay out the civil judgment. He said this particular ire at the Goldman family came in part due to events surrounding Simpson's controversial planned book titled If I Did It. And if you know about the book, you know. Goldman's family, still pursuing the wrongful death judgment, won control of the manuscript and retitled the book If I Did It, Confessions of the Killer, according to the Associated Press. And I mean, you can't really, I'll save my thought for then. Simpson said he lived only on his NFL private pension. Hundreds of valuable possessions were seized as part of the civil jury award, and Simpson was forced to auction his Heisman Trophy, fetching $230,000. The Associated Press has reported. Simpson later faced legal troubles in Las Vegas and was convicted of a 2007 robbery of sports memorabilia from a Palace Station hotel room. Simpson was sentenced to between 9 to 33 years behind bars. He was released from prison in 2017 and granted an early discharge from parole in 2021 by the Nevada Board of Parole Commissioners. LaVerge said Simpson is due to be cremated in the coming days, but the funeral arrangements have not been finalized. Okay, so yeah, that is the end of the article right there. Uh, and this, okay, so my thoughts on this, for one, is that you beat the trial. You couldn't be tried again. And I think that was one of the parts that was so heartbreaking, because justice really fell through the cracks with this case. I mean, just to be fair, take all the other, distractions out of it, the racism, take all of that away. You understand? Just at the bare bones of the case, I feel that justice really fell through the cracks. I mean, there was so many people that were easily, swayed or, tempted, in some form or fashion, that, really did not give justice to the victims. Because at the end of the day, it was two people who lost their life. Regardless of the insinuous innuendos about, maybe Nicole may have not have been faithful to O.J. Simpson and was allegedly having a relationship with Ron Goldman. Regardless of that, they are all adults. I remember in the trial, they spoke about, you know, OJ's demeanor towards Nicole Simpson, and how he was in some capacity controlling, towards her and things of that nature. Uh, that she actually reached out to family and friends, and they were well aware of the situation and didn't, see it for her or like it or whatever the case was. So in that aspect, regardless of which side you take, at the end of the day, two people lost their lives, and their families on either side were devastated. You know, they took that from them. He stole that from them. At the end of the day, putting aside all the hoopla and speculation and innuendos and all the side shows that were going on for the families, I cannot even begin to imagine the anguish in knowing that someone that was a part of your family you know, you know, you had that snatched from you, and that's one of the things that a lot of people have dealt with. But this obviously was more publicized than everyday people, and that doesn't take away from people that are going through it currently or have went through it. That doesn't take away from them at all. But for this, it was just people just got caught up in who it was and what happened in the darn glove, yo, the darn glove. I mean, that part to me of the case did not make sense. It was switched. I just felt that way. You know what I'm saying? I don't have any, um, you know, evidence to back that up. So this is just my opinion. It was, it definitely was like they played in a lot of people's faces. You know what I'm saying? I'll say that much. But at the end of the day, um, as one person commented, and thank y'all so much for commenting in my comment section. I really do appreciate all the comments on my prior story about OJ, all the views. I do appreciate that. But as one person said, I apologize for me forgetting their names. But one person said, if you don't believe in the Most High God, then you should be scared to die. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I definitely respect that, and I feel that because, like I said in my previous video, everybody has that journey. The journey ends eventually for all of us. And, you know, you can pray to whatever you want to. That's your choice. That's your free will. That's a gift. However, you know, for him to say that he was terrified, I mean, why? You're not gonna live forever. So that was crazy, and just a slap in the face of him not wanting to give Ron Goldman's family anything. It's just, it speaks to, again, going back to during the trial, it was said, uh, that he had a different side to OJ. A different side that a lot of people, and I do mean a lot of people, were not privy to or witnessed, obviously. And it was always this air of arrogance with him. For me, you know, um, I mean, it's been talked about over the years. Like Jay-Z referred to OJ in his 444 album, and countless of other people over the years that have referred to it. And it's just a tragedy all the way around. Do I feel bad about um in some form of fashion karma finally coming to catch up to him? No. You make your own bed, you lie in it, and that's for everybody. That's for everybody. So it's that's how it for me. That's how I feel. But I would definitely like to know how you guys feel about this article and the prior one, OJ Simpson article I did. Come down in the comment section, chop it up with me. I love to hear from you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Smash it and smash that like button. And with that, you guys, thank you so much. If you made it this far to the end of the video, I truly, again, appreciate everything. But I'll get with you guys in the next one.